चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। Now, तथापि संग परिवर्जनीय. This is the Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 11, Chapter 28, text number 27. Lord Krishna is saying, Sangha Parivarjaniya. If you want to solve your problem of suffering in this miserable material world, what you should do? Sangha Parivarjaniya. Give up the association completely. Parivarjaniya means totally reject. In Bhagavad Gita also he says, Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Asanga shastra. Don't try to associate with the material modes, thinking that I can do it, no problem. I am very strong, I can handle material energy. What is the material energy in front of me? Don't have any kind of false ideas or false concepts. If you are serious about solving your problem, then Krishna says here, Sangha Parivarjaniya. There are so many instructions in this regard because this is the most important instruction given by Lord Krishna and by the authorities, by the great acharyas, by the great pure devotees, saintly personalities, and specifically by Srila Prabhupada. So, if we understand this fundamental principle to move forward, to make progress in life, then we can find the solution. We have a hope. Because first of all, here is the warning given by Krishna that you should not think yourself to be a very advanced devotee. You may be advanced, you may not be advanced. That is not the point. The point is that since you are practicing devotee, you should not think yourself to be very advanced. Always take a humble position. It is very safe to take a humble position. So this is the first requirement. And then he says, give up the association of the material modes of nature. He says, Daivi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratya. Don't think that this material energy is nothing in front of me. Because this is my energy and I have very powerful energies, Krishna says. And this is one of the, even though it is inferior energy, it's extremely powerful. One time, many years ago, I went to Gangotri in India. If you go Badri Kedar, Himalaya mountains, there is Gangotri there, where the river Ganges is coming out of the mountains, first time coming out. And it is up the very tall mountains right next to the border of China. It's almost touching the border of China and India. That's where the river Ganga is coming out. So I went there for darshan and pilgrimage. So there is a small temple. You don't have to go all the way up there on the top of the mountain, where the mouth of Ganga is there. You can go there, but there is no, you have to walk, and it's very steep, and you have to be in a very good health because it's high altitude and oxygen is less. So you need strong body and everything. Then you can also go all the way up there in the top of the mountain where the mouth is there. From the cave, the glacier, the Ganga is coming out. So, but down below a little bit is the temple. and that is where we went. We didn't go all the way up. So, in order to worship, there is a deity of Ganga Devi, Mother Ganga, who is in charge of the river, the deity form. So, for darshan and arti, etc. So, the procedure is to worship properly, take bath in the Ganga that is flowing just down a few steps, there were like 3-4 steps down you go from the platform, and there is the river. And I thought it's so nice. It was little cold atmosphere even in the summertime. We went in the summertime. It was very pleasing, little slightly cooler, but not extremely cold, tolerable, with warm clothing and everything. So now we have to take the bath first and then go for the darshan and arti inside the temple. So, in order to take bath, you go inside the river few steps, like 5-10 feet, and then there is a small rock, and you can sit on that rock and then you can try to take your bath. So as I entered inside the water, it was like shocking, because the water was flowing with such a high speed, like a raging river, very high speed water running there. And it is below freezing, it's so cold water, it's like you are in liquid ice. It's just, and it touched my, I had my feet inside, just maybe up to the knees or something. But up to that part the skin was getting numb in just few seconds. And I was like in a hurry to reach the rock so I can, lift up my feet. Before I had thought that I could, take a dip in the water, but now it was like out of question. There's no way I can take a dip in the water, because it's just, it will freeze my body. So already I was losing the body heat very quickly so I hurriedly, walked and slightly deeper water, and the water flow is very fast. So if you're not careful, you can be pushed out and into the flow of the river. Because I had a flower to offer, and as soon as I put the flower, shoom, the flower is gone so quickly. So everything is very fast. So I managed to get on the rock, and then the person who was the guide there, he had given me a lota to take bath. So I dipped the lota in the water, and I just managed to take my bath sitting on the rock and watching the river Ganges flowing so fast, and just fill out the lota and pour it on my head, and the freezing water as it touches. Because by that time, when I had reached the rock, already the cold had entered my bones, and my bones were freezing inside, as much as the body was inside the water. So it was an amazing experience. It was a mixture of bliss and pain at the same time. You're happy in your heart that you're getting the mercy of Mother Ganga, and you are becoming purified and clean. And at the same time, physically, it's like a torture trip, because of the freezing waters that are ice cold, coming right out of the melting ice from the mountains. So I managed a little bit, just few lotas I could manage, and then quickly, hurriedly went back. by that time my body had lost a lot of the heat and I was kind of shivering. But somehow I managed back. And I got dried myself, and then we had the puja of the deity of Ganga and everything. It was very nice. But the guna pravaha, the modes of material nature, the river, it's the raging river of the modes of material nature. And Krishna is saying that you will be dragged into this mode of passion if you're not careful. Even if you are a devotee, don't think that the material energy cannot drag you into this guna pravaha. So therefore he says parivarjaniya guneshu maya rachiteshu tavad. These modes are formed by my material energy. Guneshu maya rachiteshu. And therefore what you should do? Mad bhakti yoga dridena yavat. You must perform my bhakti yoga very with firm determination. Rupa Goswami says, Utsaha Nishya Dhairyat. How you should perform the bhakti yoga? With lot of enthusiasm and determination. Solid 100% determination, no matter what. I will not give up the Tibra Bhakti Yoga. Only Tibra Bhakti Yoga or Drida Bhakti Yoga can keep you out of the trouble of the mode of passion. Kama esha, Krodha esha, Rajoguna Samudho. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that this material desire, lust and anger, they are the greatest enemies of mankind, and they are produced from this mode of passion. So same thing Krishna here, Lord Krishna is saying here, Rajo nirasyata mana kashaya. All the dirt in the heart is accumulated because of this mode of passion. What is the dirt? There are 6 enemies that are described also. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Moha, Lobha, Matsarja, lust, anger, greed, etc. These 6 enemies in the heart, they are the ones who are causing all the trouble in our life. And unless and until you take full shelter of Drida Bhakti Yoga, how do you perform Drida Bhakti Yoga? First instruction is that you find the bona fide spiritual master and then you worship the lotus feet of Guru Puja every day. 3 times a day you must worship the Guru, the spiritual master. And follow the instructions of the Guru. Guru Mukha Padmavakya. You follow the Guru Agna. And according to his instructions, you perform Bhakti Yoga. That means Guru says chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then you learn how to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra purely according to the instruction of the spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master. Then Guru says you study Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam Nityam Bhagavad Sevya. Every day study Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam. So follow it very methodically, like a very nice student. You study Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam specifically. Also there are other books, but especially these 2 books, very important. Bhakti Yoga, and then there is deity worship. You help the Guru perform deity worship according to his instructions, according to the technique that he teaches you. You worship the deity form of the Lord. And then the most important instruction, because here Krishna is saying Sangha Parivarja, give up the association of the material mode. In order to do that, you must associate with the pure devotees, Sadhu Sangha. Utsaha Nishya Dharyat Tattat Karma Pravartanat Sangha Tyagat Sato Vritte. Sangha Tyaga means give up the association of bad people And Satovrutte means only accept the association of pure devotees, the great acharyas, the great devotees, pure devotees. Associate with them, serve them very nicely, make them happy. Follow their instructions, learn from them how to become pure devotee. Always remain in the company of pure devotees and study under them. Satovrutte. And Tat karma pravartanat means follow the instructions of the Guru and perform your activities, devotional activities only according to the instruction of the Guru, not otherwise. Not what your mind says or what somebody else says, no. Only follow the instruction of the Guru, tat karma pravartanat. So these are the most important instructions given by Krishna here. Also Rupa Goswami similarly in Nectar of Instruction he is giving. And he says, what are the things that will not help you? Rupa Goswami says, Atyahara prayasascha, prajalpa niyamagra, jana sanghascha laulyam cha shadvir bhakti vinashati. You will destroy yourself if you are not careful. You will be dragged in this guna pravaha. This material mode and mode of passion will drag you into abominable species of life. You can lose your human form of life and end up in some abominable species. Because this mode of passion is like an infection. If you traveled in an airplane, supposing you are in the airplane traveling, going from here to Chicago or New York, and you're sitting there having nice time, and then the next passenger next to you in the seat, he sneezes and there's a cloud of saliva comes out, and from that cloud of saliva that he sneezed, some viruses come inside your nose and they enter inside your lungs. And after 2 or 3 days you catch cold because you have some lower immunity or something and you catch cold. Why? Because somebody next to you, he did not touch you, you did not touch him. No. It was only through the air. Nobody saw the viruses, nobody saw anything, the germs, but the germs came. So the association of modes is like that. You may think very innocently, oh, where is the modes? I don't see any modes. It's all beautiful, it's so nice. I can enjoy. No problem. Nice television is there. The smartphone, Apple phone is there. A nice parks are there, and the hills and the rivers and the meadows, beautiful cities and towns, nightclubs and everything, all the paraphernalia to enjoy. Like I'm in the heavenly planet, why I shouldn't enjoy? So when the devotee gets cheated like that, his mind cheats him. Then this mode of passion, the kama and krodha, they do a number on you. And the result comes after a while. Just like you catch the cold, you don't immediately catch the cold. There is an incubation period, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, something like that. After that, the virus will show the power. And some of these diseases are so nasty. The most right now, the worst kind of suffering that one can go through is from the cancer. Cancer is a very nasty disease, as you know. That the doctors, they try to treat the cancer, but there's so much research is being done. Millions and millions of dollars are spent on the research. Every day there is some new medicine that is experimented upon to figure out how we can conquer over cancer. But the cancer is such a nasty disease. this patient, he goes through radiotherapy, heavy duty X-ray radiotherapy, and chemotherapy, very heavy duty poisonous drugs, chemicals, and then there's surgery. They cut off so many parts of the body inside. The surgeons, cancer surgeons. So there is a lot of treatment going on in the world, especially in America is very advanced in cancer therapy. But still, the mortality rate is tremendous. People, they're not able to survive for more than 2, 3, 5, 10 years, maximum 5, 10 years. The cancer is treated in one place, it comes out at another place. It's treated in another place, comes out from the third place. It's just, it's a very difficult, and everybody succumbs to death, practically speaking. So, this is the situation of the material modes, very similar. That somebody is trapped in material modes and he thinks, I am a nice devotee. The more he thinks I am a very great devotee, the more he will be in trouble. So therefore, Krishna says, don't think that you are a very great devotee. You are not, you are trapped. Therefore we say, Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. That I am totally in ignorance, my dear Lord Guru Maharaj. You are the one who is the intimate associate of Lord Krishna. You are the pure devotee, and I am. You please enlighten me. So, devotee, he is takes very humble position in front of the Guru and in front of the devotees, advanced devotees, pure devotee. He never becomes proud that I am a very great devotee. No, Krishna is warning here, and the Acharyas is warning that every devotee must consider himself. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said, Trinadapi Sunichana, Tararopi Saishnu, Amanina Manadina, Amanina. I don't want any respect from anyone whatsoever. And I respect everyone. Kirtaniya Sadari. And keep on chanting Hare Krishna, according to the instruction of the Guru Maharaj. So, if you want to seriously solve your problem of suffering cycles, repeated cycles of birth and death, millions and millions of times, people are going into this miserable suffering cycle, into all kinds of situations, all kinds of different species of life, going through so many nasty diseases every time. Person dies of old age and disease, birth, death, old age, disease. 4 problems always are harassing the living entity. So how he can give up his stubborn attachment? This stubborn attachment to sense gratification is coming because of these 6 enemies sitting inside his heart. He has to figure out a technique how to drive away these 6 enemies from the... Krishna says, kill this enemy number 1. He is the most dangerous enemy of mankind. Kama esha krodha esha. This lust is the biggest enemy, and it converts into krodha, anger. So you vidyana iha varinam. This ferocious enemy, you must kill him. So he is giving the technique how to kill him, and that technique here he says Drida Bhakti Yoga. You must perform Drida Bhakti Yoga. So if somebody says, I don't want to do Drida Bhakti, I want to do loose Bhakti Yoga, not the very according to the instructions of the spiritual master, but a little bit bhakti here and there. Is that okay? No, because this kind of if there is lack of attraction to the chanting of the holy name, lack of attraction to studying Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, lack of attraction to serve the pure devotees, associate with the pure devotees, lack of attraction to serve the deities, all of these things, they will be detrimental and very damaging, because this is the neophyte platform is very dangerous in that sense that anytime one can get off the boat and fall inside the guna pravaha, fall inside the ocean of repeated birth and death. Once you fall out of the boat, there is no telling where you're going to go. How deep the ocean is, nobody knows. It's very deep. It's insurmountable energy. Material energy is described as insurmountable. It will be very difficult to find you again. Who can find you? If you are lost, if you are traveling in the Pacific Ocean, you fall off in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It is more deeper than the Himalayan mountains. Once you drown inside, where is your body going to be? Nobody knows. The waves are tall. If it's a stormy ocean and you fall off the ship, finished. So Krishna says, be careful. Getting caught up in the material mode is sometimes described like falling inside quicksand. One time, Indra Maharaj was describing, he was traveling in Amazon jungle. In Amazon jungle, while traveling, one place he fell into the quicksand. And as he was struggling to come out, the more he struggled to come out, more he was going deep. Finally, he was deep all the way up to the neck and the face. So he thought, now I'm going to be gone. It's a matter of, no matter what I do, this thing is not working out. I'm going to lose my life. Finito. Let me just chant very intensely Hare Krishna. So, as he was thinking then, suddenly he got help. Some local people came and they threw a rope, and he caught hold of the rope very tightly. So if somebody is in the quicksand and he says, I'm not sure, this is a little rope, how I am such a humongous man, how this little rope is going to take me out? I don't have faith. This rope can. And so if somebody has doubt, Krishna says, Ashraddhana Purusha Dharmasyasya Parantapa Aprapya Mam Nivartante Mrityu Sansara Vartmani. If you have a Shraddha in Guru and Krishna, you're finished. You have to have full 100% Shraddha. Aham tarishyami duranta param tamo mukunda angri nisheva sheva. Avanti Brahman, just like him, we have to have full faith. No matter what, I am going to continue with my Dhrida Bhakti Yoga, because I know that avashya, definitely I will be able to surpass this insurmountable ocean of material suffering simply by taking full shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, according to the instructions of my Guru Maharaj. Durantapara. So this dark, ignorant place of material world, the only solution is Dhrida Bhakti Yoga, that is the prescription given by Lord Krishna himself here. Because the living entities who come here to the material world, Krishna says in 13:22, Purusha Prakritistohi Bhunkte Prakriti Jan Guran Karanam Guna Sangasya Sad Asad Yoni Janmasu. What is the Karanam? What is the reason? Because the living entity comes here and he thinks, I can enjoy the material energy. Who is there to stop me? I can enjoy unlimited pleasure here. Krishna says, no. Dukhalayama Shashvatam. This is not a place of enjoyment. This is the place of misery. You have come to the wrong address at the wrong time. You better figure out a way to get out of here. Because guna sangasya karanam. Because as you associate with the modes, mode of passion and ignorance, sada sad yoni janmasu, you will go in miserable, abominable species of life, asad yoni. You'll have to take birth in abominable species. If somebody is born as a virus or a bacteria or a cockroach, you think it's a very good birth? No. It's a very miserable birth. The small animals in the jungle, they're suffering so much. Every night they are afraid that some bigger animal will come and eat them alive. And that's what happens to them. One animal eats the other animal in the jungle. So this is asad yoni. That if you're not careful, you will go through again this kind of situation, because you think this is a very nice place, but guess what? Krishna says, no, it's not. So some people, they are stubbornly attached to this sense gratification. They don't want to go. So what is their destination? So a lot of them, they have very bad, not only just asad yoni, the abominable species of life they have to travel, but because of their abominable activities or sinful activities, many of them, they lose their vivek, their discrimination power. Krishna says in 7:15, Na mam duskritino mura prapadyante naradama maya aprita jnana asurim bhavam ashrita. 4 kinds of people, they never come to me. So he says, avoid this kind of 4 kinds of people who never want to come to me. Who are these 4 kinds of people? Duskrutina. They have performed so many abominable activities that now they don't like to come and take shelter of me. So Prabhupada also warns that these, some of them end up Mayavadis, and to avoid these Mayavadis by all means. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also is advising, avoid these kind of people, Mayavadis. Duskrutina muda prapadyante naradama. They are the worst kind of people. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even when he went to Banaras, he wanted to avoid these Mayavadis. But then one of his devotees, Chandrasekhar, he had arranged a meeting, so finally he agreed. But he did not like to associate with them, because Lord Chaitanya says that Mayavadi Krishna Aparati, they are very abominable kind of people. Why they are like that? Because Krishna says in 7:25, Naham prakash sarvasya yog maya samavrita mudoyam nabijanati loko mam ajam avyayam. I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Am sarvasya prabhu. I am creator of everybody, I am maintainer of everybody. But these people, Mayavadis, they think that I am just an ordinary man, just a cowherd boy or just a king in Dwarka. I'm a regular guy, just like them. They don't know my divinity, Janma Karmasya Me Divyam. They have no idea about my divinity, that I have come here from the spiritual world to solve their problems. But they don't want to take the solution. They think I'm just an ordinary person. So they are the fool number 1. Mudoyam nabijana. They will never come to know about me. That how I am the ajam avyayam, I am the unborn. I don't have material birth. Everything about me is spiritual. Krishna says Satchidananda Vigraha. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. Krishna's body and soul is same. He is a totally spiritual Satchidananda Gun, eternality, bliss and knowledge. And we are small fragmental parts. Krishna is Mamayvamsho Jivaloka. We are just small fragmental parts of Krishna. We are spirit souls. But the Mayavadi, he feels that how I can be a small part? That's very insulting. Why I can't be Krishna? Krishna is not Krishna, I am Krishna, I am God. They get these wrong ideas. I don't know how they get this idea that they are Krishna. Sometimes they take up the flute and they try to imitate Krishna. That, look, I am playing the flute, so I am Krishna. Krishna is not Krishna. You are worshipping the wrong God, you worship me. I am the right God. So they come up with funny ideas. So it's a whole, if you go in India, there's a lot of them like that. They're trapped in this Mayavad philosophy. So Krishna says avoid them, Lord Chaitanya says avoid them, Prabhupada says avoid them, Rupa Goswami says avoid them. These people, leave them alone because it's very difficult for them to give up their. Some of them Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was able to convince, but they are going back and forth just like a politician. He goes back and forth. He'll agree with you 1 minute, next minute he'll say, no. He'll change his mind. First he'll say, yes, Krishna is God. And then next minute he says, no, Krishna is not God, I am God. So he's back to square one again. So it's very difficult to deal with this kind of slippery people. And devotees generally are advised not to associate with them too close. Associate with pure devotees. The safest position is, Krishna is saying, associate. Satam prasangan mama virya samyo. Hear from Krishna Katha from pure devotees. Don't go to Mayavadis. So here Krishna's warning is, don't associate with a mode of passion thinking that you can handle any mode. What is material mode? What is Maya Devi? I can handle, no problem. No, don't think like that. Sangha parivarjaniya guneshu maya rachiteshu tavat mat bhakti yoga dridena yavat rajo nirasyet manak kashaya. Only take full shelter, Krishna says, of my lotus feet. Man mana bhavamat bhakto madhyaji mam namasku. Just follow the bhakti yoga process firmly, deeply, with full determination, 100% dedication. That is the solution he is giving here. So I will stop here. If you have any